Are you ready to get good with money? Mm. Are you ready to get good with money? Hey, hey. First of all, tell me if you can hear and see me, okay? Because we're about to get you downtown. Julie Brown, getting good with money. Can you hear me well? Can you see me well? I'm going to do a little recap of the 3 days. I'm going to get you together with money today. Let me know if you can see and hear me, and let me know where you're from. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Let me know where you're from. Yeah, see and hear. Okay, Beck said they could see and hear. We're going to jump right into it, okay? So it is day 3 of the Get Good with Money Challenge. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling nervous? Have you done a lot of the homework? There's no judgment here. What is it? We listen, we don't judge. We listen, we don't judge. Okay? Okay. If you're in California, I pray that you are safe. I know they have those terrible fires. So here is how it's going to go today. I'm going to go over day by day. I'll take some like questions, and then I'm going to share a massive tool that's going to help you navigate 2025 like a boss, like the boss that you are. Okay. Okay. So you ready? Let's start. So day 1, and even here's the thing. What's so great about these recaps? I do another one. Today's Wednesday. I do another one on Friday, and I do another one on Sunday. So I'll recap the days prior. Okay. And if you're a part of the VIP, if you did upgrade to VIP, know that after this, you have to, excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. Know that after this, that we'll check in after this. Like we'll have our own, like, you know, like I told, I'm gonna bring you on stage. We're gonna Zoom after this if you upgraded to VIP. Okay. All right. So let's start. Day 1 of the, I'm pulling it up myself. Day 1 of the Get Good with Money Challenge was get good with mindset. Child, you got to get your mindset together. See, here's the thing. You can only ever do as good as your mind believes it can do. Does that make sense? Like, I know there are people who have asked me to help them, and I'll say, well, have you tried this? Oh, that doesn't work. Well, what about this? Oh, my cousin did that. It didn't work. Or what about this? Oh, on Wednesday, I tried it. It don't work. Whenever I hear that, I'm like, okay, you right. Because here's the thing. Whether it will work or don't work, you right. Like whatever you truly believe about yourself and your capabilities and your abilities, you're right. And unfortunately, some of y'all are determined to believe the worst. And I have been there. I have done that. I have lived that. And you know what helped me? Therapy, if I'm being all the way honest, because I asked myself, why am I so committed to my limiting beliefs? Ooh, did you hear what I said? Why am I so committed to my limiting? Who wins if I think less is my birthright? Who wins in that? Why am I so committed to these limiting beliefs? I'm not a therapist, but that might be something you have to ask yourself. You know, that like the truth of the matter is you are capable of a great many mighty things. You are. Like my dad said, I don't raise no dummy kids. It might be a confidence issue, but it's not a capability issue. I promise you that. Yeah. Okay. And so, you know, I can help with what is the limiting beliefs, like what is that underlying, but I can help you to do some things to kind of bring those things up. And that's what day 1 is all about. Some of the things like on day 1, I had you acknowledge your money influences and patterns. Is it your mama, your grandma? Maybe, you know, you grew up with a lot of money. Maybe you grew up with next to no money. Maybe, you know, because it's not accidental, you know, like babies don't have a relationship with money. They have no idea what money is. And so the key is that to understand where those patterns come from, so you can say, that's just a story. The truth of the matter is our whole life is just a series of stories we've chosen to believe or not believe. But I'm telling you, like, you might look in a mirror and be like, oh, you know, I'm cute or I'm not cute. That's just a story. It's not true. It's not untrue. It's just whatever you believe is to be true. You know, like there are some cultures where they would tell me that I'm too skinny, and some cultures they would tell me I'm too big. That's just the story. It just is, or it very few things are concrete is or isn't. You have to decide for yourself, like, how is it that you want to move forward with your financial story? And I have chosen to believe that I have more than enough. I am blessed in abundance. I over index on wealth and money. My little sister, I'm in Austin right now because I'm doing a speaking engagement tomorrow. So y'all know I live in Jersey, and so my little sister Lisa stayed with me for a little while because I just bought a condo and I didn't want to stay there by myself. So she said, remember you used to tell me I get checks? And I'm like, what? She said, remember you used to tell me? She said, Linda taught you that. So Linda's my best friend, one of my best friends. And Linda is a master manifester. I remember we were in college. Linda, like, she was never broke. I'm like, Linda, how you ain't broke when you don't work? She's like, girl, I get checks. I was like, what do you mean? She said, I don't know. I just be telling, God and I have an agreement that it never gets too far. I just be like, oh, I know, I get checks. I get money. I believe that like the thing will work out. I believe if I put in the work and I'm smart enough, I'm capable enough, I get checks. And I said, hold on. I want that. She said, well, you have to start saying it. And then you have to start believing in it. And Lisa reminded me that I used to tell her, I get checks. I was practicing the I get checks because I had told myself that like, I'm broke. I'm never going to have, and that's not true. What is true is what I say it's true. Does that mean I get checks? And so I forgot about that. Lisa was reminding me. I was like, oh my God, that was like 15 years ago. I get checks. And so that's what day one was all about. Also in day one, we talked about finding your financial voice, you know, and, you know, you get to decide what your financial voice is. So a financial voice that I used to say is that it is hard to make money. That's not true. I know it seems like it. It's not true. Literally, for some people, like say, for example, I'm going to make up Rihanna, right? If Rihanna right now could pick up the call and call Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whoever, and sign a minimum of a 7-figure deal, it's not hard to make money. It might be now, and you might say, well, that's because it's Rihanna. Okay. But what I'm saying is it's not hard to make money because Rihanna's story is different. And so I told myself, I don't have to be Rihanna in order to make money. I have told myself it is not hard to make money. I just haven't figured it out yet. And that's okay. That like, so I had to change my financial voice. No. Because if I believe it's hard to make money, stop right there. Do not collect gold. Literally do not collect $200. But if I tell myself, Tiffany, it is not hard to make money. You just haven't figured it out yet, but you will. And so that is the voice. And sometimes the voice needs to be like a screensaver on your phone. Sometimes the voice, it might need to be on a sticky note that you put on your computer. I get checks. It's easy to make money. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm going to, because I am more than capable. I am more than able. You know what I mean? Like it's not, now here's the thing. It's not just saying the words is just the beginning. You have to say the words often enough so you believe those words. Because the truth is there's nothing more special about being Rihanna than you. I hope you understand that. Now we're going to take it all the way back because the mindset part is so important. Because if you don't shift the mindset, you're never going to have money. I don't care how much money I show you how to make, you're going to go right back to what you believe about yourself. If you believe you're broke, someone can give you $1 million, you'll be broke in a year. If you believe that, you know, that you're not good at managing your money, someone can give you $10 million and you'll be negative $20 million in 2 years. Does that make sense? That's why this mindset piece, I'm spending some time on it. So, what was I going to say? Oh, it was so good. Don't leave me. I'm like, wait. I was going to say something that was so good that really helped me to shift my mindset. It'll come up again. That like, oh man, it's going to come back. My 45-year-old brain. That the mindset component is really, really, really critical because you will only rise to the level of your belief of yourself. Something has to shake, mama. Like this whole, you know, like my dad would say when we were teenagers, why are you so morose and melancholy? My dad is Nigerian. Morose and melancholy. Why are you walking around here with a sad face, dragging? It's like, oh, this is what I was going to say. That this is so critically important. I need you to lean in and listen. That nobody is more special than you. We are all individual miracles walking. Dr. Neil Patrick Dyson, I think he's like a neuroscience, like astrophysicist or whatever. He said, there are far more people who have not been born that have been born. Do you understand the miracle that you are? So some of y'all know that my husband who passed away 3 years ago, he and I had been doing IVF 3 years before he passed away. I was having a hard time with fertility, like so many of us. And for 3 years, I went to the IVF doctor. Shots every week, every day. 3 years straight. I did not skip because, you know, I started in my late 30s and I always felt like I was behind the ball. And I know that like people can get pregnant well into their 40s. So we were trying so hard. And it was then, so I didn't unfortunately have a baby. And then my husband passed away. And maybe that was the divine intervention of it all. Cause I don't know if I want to do that by myself, if I'm being candid. But what that process taught me, so Dr. Green, my therapist, teaches me the gifts of grief. And so in that grief, what that process taught me for 3 years, trying to recreate the magic of what brought me here, the divine intervention that brought me here, it taught me what. So if you ever done IVF, like one cycle alone, you're looking to $80,000 to $100,000. My husband thankfully worked for the city, and the city, they gave him them state insurance, so we paid nothing. I think I paid like $5 copays when I went to the doctor. He had that good insurance. So it was at minimum, I want to say $300,000 plus worth of insurance that we didn't have to pay. But that's how much we spent in insurance money if we would have paid out of pocket, which I would not have done. But do you understand that, like, to do IVF, you got to go to the doctor. They take all your, to see like your egg count, your this, your that. They literally take your temperature, and then like they have to collect the sperm from your partner, and then they got to put it with the right egg, and then they got to test the egg, and then they got to literally, I got to come in at a specific time, like the time 2 p.m. on a Friday, so they can implant the egg, the embryo, because egg and sperm together make an embryo. They got to implant the embryo inside me at a specific time, specific temperature, specific day. All of that. I didn't have a baby. Here. Like, honestly, listen to me. How did I get here? How did you get here? The doctors spent $300,000 to do all of that for 3 years, again and again and again and again. And there's no baby. Somehow you're here. Do you think that's an accident? Like, for real, for real. Do you think that you are accidentally here? How? How, when they could not recreate it with science? Because if your mother would have coughed, you're not here. Your daddy would have had coffee instead of tea, you ain't here. He would have made her mad, you ain't here. Like, it's a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday, you ain't here. Like literally cornflakes instead of Cheerios, you ain't here. Do you know you are a product of 1,000,000 yeses. Every step of the way, yes. Yes to the time frame. Yes to the temperature. Yes to the right sperm. Yes to the right egg. Yes, yes, yes. One no in a series of 1,000,000 yeses, you don't show up as you. If you have siblings, look at your siblings. If you have the same mother, same father siblings, why do you look like that and you look like this? So because like 2 minutes later, you your sister instead of you. You are a series of 1,000,000 yeses. Why do you think you can't make miracles happen in your life? Why do you think you can't master money? When you mastered the biggest thing of all, you're here. Do you understand that? That, like, this is the easy part. Money, girl. What is that in comparison to the fact that you are here? Yes, 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 yes. Brought Professor A here, Araba here, Yvette here, Nicole here, Lisa here, Mary here, right? Logan here, Aikisha here, Tracy here, Marilyn here, Monique here, right? Come on. And we over here like, I don't know if I can have good things. The very divine being, whatever you believe in, that brought you here, you think it can have you master your budget? Be for real, for real. For real. I want you to look in the mirror every morning and be like, look at this miracle. I am a product of 1,000,000, if not 1,000,000,000 yeses, because it's not just yeses that in the creation of your birth. If your grandma wasn't your grandma, if your great grandma wasn't your great grandma, if your great grandfather wasn't your great grand, do you know how many yeses from them had to create you just to have? Child, I hope you understand just what a divine miracle you are. Whatever you're asking for is minimal in comparison to what you've been through to get here. Okay? You are a miracle. There's nothing more special about Rihanna or Jay-Z or Beyonce. No, if you want a good thing, you can have a good thing. You just haven't figured it out yet. That's it. Yes, this live is going to be saved. I know you need to hear this again, right? Right? Girl, we're going to preach on today, right? But don't do nothing else with this challenge. I want to shift your mindset that you are capable of all the things that you say that you want for yourself. You want to learn to invest. You want to get your credit together. You want to get out of debt. Oh, girl, I don't want to hear it. You already product 1,000,000 yeses. You hear, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Jenny. And so, like, she said, I have her crying. Yes, you are already blessed beyond measure. You already up, sis. You on the winning team. Okay, please. I'm not going to let you have that, okay? Something else we learned on day one is to find your positive people. I love the fact that, so many of y'all have joined the challenge community, because it is important that if you want to do any shift, 3 things you need to shift your life. You need knowledge That's why the literature challenge is free, right? To learn something new, you have to have knowledge. Access is to typically tools and resources. So throughout the challenge, I give you a bunch of tools and resources, most of them free. Okay, save them, they're yours. Share them, I don't mind. And then community, knowledge, access, community. Money's a team sport. Everything's a team sport, honestly, but especially money. That's why we have the challenge community. So you can be in there and be like, somebody needs to say, me too. I'm a single mom and I have 3 kids. Okay, me too. I just got fired from my job. Oh, me too. I just got out of the door. Me too. I just whatever it is, someone been through it, lived through it, fixed it, knows how to fix it, and can tell you too. Okay? Knowledge, access, and community. Okay? Okay, so that was day 1 mindset. How'd you feel about day 1? I want you to, whatever it takes. I don't care if do you need to journal? Do you need to create a vision board? Do you need to do sticky notes? I am a miracle. The fact that I'm here, I've already won. If that's that's the only thing you got to write down. I am already a miracle. I am a product of a million yeses, truly probably a billion. How many yeses had to happen with the people before you to bring you to fruition right here, right now? There is nothing you can ask for that is beyond measure. Nothing. There's nothing you can ask for. Okay? Nothing you can ask for that is beyond measure. What you're asking for is so small and so little. I hope you know that. Budgeting. Girl, I brought you to creation. Savings. Place. Okay. I am a product of a million yeses. Write that down. Ooh, child, we should put that on a t-shirt. I am a product of a million yeses. Okay. Good. I wanted day 1 for you to look inside yourself. Okay. I'm looking at your comments. All right. I'm feeling good. You feeling good? You ready to move on to day 2 recap? All right. Let's ease on down the road. I'm on one today. Okay. So I took a nap. You don't see me coughing. I got this damn cold. They said it's not COVID. They said it's not the flu. They said it's not RBH or whatever, but it's something. I got my teeth. I don't know, child. Okay, anyway, so day 2. So once we got your mind right, we said, what we gonna do? That saving secret, stretching your dollar. Okay, so today was, who was able to do their no spend day? Were you able to do a no spend day? If so, what were you able to save? What were you able to save? Now, here's the thing about not spending. Saving is not the same thing as not spending. In order to save, you have to not spend the money, then put it someplace. Ideally, a high yield savings account, right? Because, so for example, one of the ways, like I might be like, I love me some Target. Judge somebody else, child. Love me some Target. So let's just say you're at Target and there's a cute dress or whatever you like. And, it's like $50. But then you get to the register, they're like, oh, it's 50% off. Hey, well, you was going to pay that $50 anyway. So now that $25 you didn't spend, that money is not saved until you put that $25 someplace. So what I like to do, I call it unexpected money. I like to take my trusty dusty phone and transfer that $25 to my high yield savings account. Does that make sense? And so whatever money that you saved on no spend day, you have to transfer it to a bank account. An online only savings account is the best. So I like to have 4 different types of accounts at minimum. Okay. $220. Ooh, that's good. We're going to talk more about what you guys save. So I like to have 4 bank accounts at minimum. I like to have 2 checking at a regular brick and mortar bank. The banks you see outside on the corner, they ain't paying me, so I ain't saying no names. Okay. And because this is for ease of convenience, checking account number 1 is my bills account. Now, the thing about a bills account is do not get a debit card attached to your bills account. Don't do it. They're going to give you one. You can say, I don't want it. Take it back. Cancel I don't want my bills account attached to my debit card. This is where I'm going to put my bill money every pay period. And I'm either going to go into the bills account and pay bills or let companies come in and take their bill money or send out my bill money every whenever bills are due. So a checking account just for bills, no debit card for that checking account. Checking account number 2 at that same brick and mortar bank is going to be a checking account for spending. And this, you can have a debit card attached. This is like groceries, nails done, hair done, everything did. Think about like back in the day, people don't use cash as much, but if you're going to use cash, that's what that checking account is for. Okay. So same bank, checking account for spending, debit card. Okay. Checking account for bills, no debit card. Then a separate bank and online. Don't do that. My camera, keep it cute. Oh, my camera is like, you could do hand gestures and it thinks I want to do hand gestures. I got this old fancy camera. I don't want to do hand gestures. Just stay regular. So at the same bank, at a separate bank, I like to have an online only savings account at a high yield savings bank. So you know it's high yield because I think like right now banks are giving like 4% interest. So your brick and mortar bank for your savings is giving you 0.0000000000001% if you're lucky. Okay, Mix Jackson if you're nasty. So they're giving you next to nothing. At a high yield savings account, you're looking at 3, 4. Sometimes some of them are up to, I don't know if they're up to 5%. I have to check what the interest rates are, but that's how you know it's high yield savings. And so there, I like to have savings for emergencies or short term, and savings for long term things. Like if I want to purchase, like I don't know, like in a year or two, a car or maybe a down payment on a house. Okay. Now that is the key. That when you get unexpected money, or you saved, or some of you like you use one of our partners. I think is it Rocket Money, one of our partners to cancel. Let me tell you something. Go ahead on in the toolkit that we gave you, child. Go ahead on and sign up for that Rocket Money, because when I tell you, Rocket Money showed me, I had like, oh my gosh, I want to say $600 or $700 annually of what's it called, subscriptions. I did not realize. Like, so for example, for my nephew Roman, I had got him something called Crate Joy or something like that, which was like, he's like really into science, and it would send him like a science pack once a month. So I got it for him December 2023. I thought I canceled that bad boy. That boy has been getting Crate Joy for a year and some change. It was only supposed to be for a few months, and it was still charging me I think it was like $80 every 3 months or something like that. And so when I signed up for Rocket Money, use our link because Rocket Money, gives us a little boost. So when I signed up for Rocket Money, it's in the toolkit. Use our link. When I signed up for it, it was like, girl, this you? It listed all my subscriptions. And so like I started dating. I'll tell you all my business. Not too long ago, and I signed up for Hinge. And it was all right, I guess. But then I canceled it. I thought Hinge was still charging me. Hinge ain't cheap. It's like $60, $70 a month. I thought I canceled it. It was still charging your girl. And so I canceled that too. And because I moved, I had a Verizon bill. I'm like, I ain't had Verizon in years, honey. Verizon would charge me $50 a month for a house that I sold. Like I had sold, my husband and I had the second property, and I sold it to my brother-in-law. And we had like, because we have the ring and stuff on that property. So we had like Verizon to like, I don't even know, like, like to hook up to the ring, like, and it was like just basic, what's that called? Basic internet. And it was $50. But Terrell, my husband's twin, he's not even using Verizon. So for a year, I'm paying this daggone Verizon bill. I didn't know. When I tell you, sign up for Rocket Money. They gonna get you all the way straight. I still have my Rocket Money. Like I said, it's inside the toolkit that you should have gotten. If you're inside the community group, use our link, please, because the challenge is free. But one of the ways that we make money with the challenge is the tools and resources that I use and love. We share them with you. And then the company says, hey, Tiffany, here's $5 for sending that person to us. Okay. All right. Yes, I'll say this. So Jasmine said that credit unions are better than big box banks. Yes. So Jasmine, here's what I believe. I like to have 3 different types of banking institutions. I'm glad you mentioned that. Here's how I like the 3-day bank. I like to have credit unions, absolutely, especially for when you want to borrow money, because you're not going to get a better interest rate than at a credit union. So you should have a credit union. I like to have the big banks for ease of because I travel a lot. So if you go with a big bank, different countries, different states, you could have access to money. Okay. And then I like to have an online only high yield savings account bank for savings, because they're going to give you the best savings. So to your point, Jasmine, absolutely. I love me a credit union, but I like to have a mix. It's almost like I like on Walmart for like, like my little cute 1-2 when I want to get certain things. Target is my homie for like, if I'm feeling like, I don't even know what I want to buy, but I just want to walk through. And then Costco is like, child, we need all the toilet paper, So I say all that to say that, like, I don't believe in just one type of banking institution. I like to have me a little mix. Okay. So just so you know, but that was good. So yes, I like all 3. So, but I love me a credit union, because you're not going to get better borrowing rates in a credit union. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see what else we learned in day 2. I don't know why I'm so hyper today. Well, I'm always hyper, but I feel extra hype today for some reason. Okay. So some of y'all, I told you also on day 2 to make some phone calls, right? What did I say? So I even gave you Did I give you? I did. I gave you a cheat sheet about calling some of your service providers to see if you can get some discounts. To see if you can. Yeah, so I gave you, and I'm telling you, and how to negotiate discounts. Who did that? Anybody make some phone calls to the service providers? Like I said, I gave you a cheat sheet because I know I get nervous on the phone too. So I gave you a cheat sheet of how to do it. Okay. So that is a way, like, because literally, if you've been a good client, you can say things like, I've had this card for a certain number of years, or, like, hey, insurance company, am I able to bundle? I've moved, or something has changed, or maybe something hasn't changed, but I priced out that if I move to this insurance company, I'll pay less money. And so you make those calls. January is a great time to make those calls to squeeze out more money. Okay. Who made them calls? Okay. Do this every year. So you want to make sure you always have the best deal. And what else? What else do we do? Okay. Oh, and you guys got inspired because we have a dream catcher, Tony, who saved $20,000 and she shared her goals. I talked about unexpected money. I'm just trying to think, like, what else did we do? And we gave you some tools, some free apps. Oh, yes. Oh, one of my free apps that I love. Let me tell you, I love them. Rakuten. They used to be called eBay. Ciao. I love me some Rakuten. Use our link. Like I said, we were able to do the challenge for free because when you guys use the link, they pay us like, $2, $10, $20, whatever, for people who sign up. And that's how, when people ask, how are you able to do stuff for free? Is because, like I said, one, it's not your job to worry about how we make money, right? Meaning that, like, we're here to serve you. We have the 3 Ps. People, we serve people first and foremost here at the Budgetnista. If it doesn't serve you, we don't do it. Purpose, it has to be aligned with our purpose, which is, my purpose is to help people get to achieve the life they want using money. To do that, that's my purpose, right? As a teacher. And then profit, that's the third thing. And that's not on you, that's on me. So one of the ways we're like, okay, how can I create a thing that can help the people and serve our purpose? But then how do we fund it? Because it does cost us to do it. And so I look at the tools and resources that I use, that the people on the team use. We vet them, then we share them. And we reach out to the company and say, how about you slide us a little $10? If I'm using you already, I love you. But if we send people to you, you can slide us a little $10 little piece of coin. And they say, yes, honey. So, I mean, that's just transparency because, so that's what I wanted, so just like, so when we share links, we ask that you use our links because it's the way we're able to do this for free. If you've been rocking me for the last 16 years, I think the last 10 years, for the most part, almost every year we do the challenge and it's always free. And it's one of the ways we can fund it, Okay, anyway, so Rakuten, child, let me tell you something about Rakuten. I've been using Rakuten now, child, probably like 8 years, 9 years. I love Rakuten. Here's why. So whenever you go on, so one, with Rakuten, they give you cash back. So if I buy something on the site, I actually have the Rakuten extension on my computer. So when you sign up for Rakuten, you use our link, they'll say, do you want to add the extension on your computer? Which just means this, that whenever I'm on a site, the Gap, whatever, if there is a coupon or there's cash back, Rakuten will pop up and say, hey, this is eligible for 10, 20% cash back. Click here. Then it'll refresh your screen because Rakuten basically attaches itself to your purchase and says, hey, Tiffany, so whatever purchase I get, like say I spend $100, I get $10 back. Then every quarter, they can either send you a check. They literally say, I should have brought my check. I just got my check not too long ago. They'll send you a check, or they can deposit the money in your in like a PayPal account. But child, I love me some Rakuten. And so if you're gonna buy it anyway, what I love is that Rakuten not only does cash back, they will also have coupons. So sometimes Rakuten will be like, girl, so here's the truth to you. This is how I be using it. So I use other coupon code like companies, but they don't do cash back. So for example, a coupon code company like I think like Capital One has one, Honey has coupon codes. You know how like coupon codes pop up or you Google coupon code for whatever. So oftentimes those ones, you use the coupon code and what they'll do is they will try to attach themselves to your purchase. Now, because I want my cash back and my coupon code. So I'll get the coupon code from the other company. I'm like, all right, now skedaddle. Then I'll refresh with my Rakuten button. So I get my cash back and my coupon code. That's how you do it. Okay. So, but I love that because like I said, I get to save, because Rakuten doesn't always have coupons. I get to save my coupon. You think I'm the Budgetnista for real? You think I'm playing? I get to save my coupon code and I get to have my my cash back. I think my biggest cash back check was like almost $200. Do you know what that is to get a $200 check? You weren't really expecting it. And what I love about the big fat check is it's unexpected money. Remember I said savings is not savings unless you have the money and you put it somewhere. Remember I said that? Okay. Yes. Okay. So that was day 2. How was you feeling about day 2? Day 2. I hope you was feeling good about it because I was feeling good about it. Okay. Now, last but not least, day 3, credit. So credit is, here's the thing about credit. Credit is really just tips and tricks, right? So the thing about credit is that credit says, I need you to know me before you need me. So the sooner you can get your credit together, you might say, I'm not trying to buy a car right now. I'm not trying to, but you never know. Someone just hit my car a few months ago and I was forced to get another one. And so I was like, oh, I don't even know my credit score. Cause I was like, well, I don't even worry about my credit because I'm not buying nothing, but you never know. So I ended up deciding, to get a car. And so the components of your credit score are, so let's just go over them quickly, right? So there's 2 main parts of credit. There's revolving credit, which is basically like your credit cards are revolving, and installment credit. That's any loan, student loan, mortgage, car note. Okay. Excuse me. So your credit report, I want you to think about like your transcripts for grades. Like to think about like your credit score is like your GPA. I think most people don't understand how your credit score, like your GPA, how your GPA is not just I got an A in English, I have an A GPA. No, you have to get an A in English and Spanish, and it is a average of your grades. Your credit score is an average of your financial choices, especially within the last 2 years. So something you did 5 or 6 years ago. In other words, think about your high school GPA. Middle school don't got nothing to do with that GPA, boo-boo. So yes, I know you paid yourself back 20 years ago, but it's not as important. It's the last 2 years, especially the last 6 months, but the last 2 years that are averaged in. So it's your GPA, it's an average of your score. So one of the things I teach you is that if you want to raise that score, and let's just say you have a really bad score, you can start getting A's every single month by paying off a small debt in full. So I like to have a credit card that's like, you can open up a new credit card, which is not always the best if you're struggling already. Or you have a credit card with a 0 balance already. And then I put the cheapest bill on it and leave that credit card home. For me, it was like Planet Fitness or something like that for like $10 a month or whatever, or Netflix or whatever. Nothing over like $20, $30. You can leave that credit card home, and then you have that bills account that I mentioned, pay off that card every month automatically in full. Because now you're getting an A plus, because once you pay off something in full, revolving debt tricks the credit. I don't want to say tricks it, but because it's not illegal, this is you're more than allowed to do this. But when you pay off a debt in full, it looks like you paid off a mortgage or a car note, but you don't have to do that with because who's paying off a mortgage every month? I'm talking about in full. But with revolving debt, you can do that. You can say, I've got a $20 bill, paid it off. I got a $20 bill, paid it off. It raises your credit score tremendously. My credit score in my late 20s was like 520 something. And then I had a foreclosure. I mean, that's why I dropped to 520 something. In 2 years, I did that with 2 cards. I put the cheapest bills on those 2 cards and paid them off in full every single month. And it raised my credit score to a 750 with an active foreclosure. Did you hear what I said? Your girl had an active foreclosure. And my credit score was still a 750. I was able to bring it up. We want to know why? Because the active foreclosure was like 3 years old. So it was still, because, foreclosures don't fall off for like 7 to 10 years. So it was still there. But because twice a month, I was getting an A plus. Do you know what that meant? It was that, remember I said it's an average of your grades. Twice a month, I was getting A plus. January, A plus. February, A plus. March, A plus. April, A plus. May, A plus. And so I did that for 2 years. So 24 A pluses and another year, 48 A pluses helped to deactivate the F minus that I got with the foreclosure. Does that make sense? Ciao. Sophia, how many cards are too many cards? Whatever cards you can manage. I have my business card. I've got a personal, I've got how many? Okay, I've got 3 personal credit cards. One I actually use. One of them I have because you want to sometimes keep your oldest credit card open. And so I have the same card that I got when I was 18 in college at Rutgers University. I have this one card that I keep open because it gets to show it keeps my credit history long. So I keep that card, but I don't use it. And maybe like once a year I put something on it so they don't close it. Okay. Then I had another card for travel. And I don't know, I just keep that card because, I still have points and stuff on it. But then I use one card in particular that I really, really like. But I ain't saying their name, because they ain't giving me no what? Money. So some people have 20 cards. if you are responsible, how many cards is just how responsible you can be. I really only just use one card. I put almost everything on one card so I can collect the points and use it to travel. The other two are just kind of like, I've been had y'all. Let me keep you open for length of credit history. Does that make sense? So yes. So now here's the thing. Yes. Ideally, you want to have your credit card limits below 30%. That is really when you're going to see a solid credit score. Ideally, you really want to pay your credit cards off in full. But if you can't pay it off in full, try to get as close to under 30% as possible. Okay? So if you need help with your score, child, today was day 3. Did you not do the homework? Some of y'all are asking me questions when it was in today's homework. Oh, go ahead and do the homework, child, and go in the group. Okay? I gave you the homework. Literally, I walked through exactly how credit is calculated, what you could do. I even did a video for you. This is just a recap. Let me find out that some of y'all didn't come to class today. Got my eyes on you. Now, okay. So that was it. And tomorrow, I forget what is tomorrow's class. So I don't ask. But I'll say this. If you are wanting, so the free challenge is a kickstart for your financial year, right? Now, to me, it is very important. Remember, I said knowledge, access, community. It is going to be very important that if you want this year to be different, then you're going to have to do something different. You can't do the same thing and have something different. It doesn't work that way. If you want something new, you have to do something new. And so many of y'all are familiar, like this is the Get Good with Money Challenge. How many of you familiar with my Get Good with Money book, the book? So this is what kicked it all off. I wrote it in 2021, 300,000 copies sold, over 5,000 5-star review on Amazon. So the book is amazing, right? And so the book is great. And so as a result of the book, if you have the book, right, type book in the comments. And so from that book, you guys DM me, you email me. I said, what else can I create as a derivative of the book to help take you to the next level? And so I created something called the Get Good with Money Plan. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like. Can I share my screen? There it is, my dashboard. Okay, y'all can see that? Y'all can see it. Let me see if I can see myself seeing it. Okay, good. Can I make it bigger? Big money plan, child. Oh, here it is. Okay. View into full screen. Okay, so the Get Good Money Plan. And so, actually, let me pull it up because we are gonna, let me see my banner. So because you're doing the challenge, I have not released the Get Good Money Plan. Like literally, it's only challenge folks. So this is not live to everyone. It's only challenge folks who I'm sharing this with because I created this Get Good Money Plan. And I'm going to show you what's exactly in it. And I'm really excited about it because it takes everything that you wanted from the book. It's a little video of me explaining the plan. It takes, and look, what I love is like, look, it says, hey, Tiffany, it'll say your name. The club is already up, so don't mind that. And so I want to show you, let me view the course. Am I able to log in? Is it going to open it? Good. So when you come inside the plan, what's so great about the plan is that every one of the modules, so if you see here at the side, this is Kara. We have the money mindset with Kara. Because what did I tell you? Knowledge, so all the information, access. The best way to get access is to other people. I chose everyone who taught me about the specific components of financial wholeness. One of them is mindset. No one is better at money mindset than Kara. When I tell you, like, Kara is a money mindset expert. And so she is teaching money mindset. And if you look, one of the things that's so special about the Get Good with Money Plan is that we hired these women from Stanford to review some courses that we created. And we found that the lessons were too long. So we have all of these lessons cut into no more than 15 minutes. So you can watch, you see, this is 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay. And what's so great about it is that like the plan also has like, it's all these like kind of like fun tools and resources that you can use inside the plan. Like we have this magic 8-ball tool. Let me see if it comes up. I am in a hotel. Oh, come on, hotel. Well, I'm sorry. There it is. So this is like a quiz that you could take. And what I really love is that each of the lessons, so like the budgeting lessons, obviously I teach that. And you'll see all the lessons I will come up. And so there is budgeting, there is saving. Oh, look at me, Al. Okay, Liv. Right. Let me see what else. What other questions do I have? We have a banking lesson. And so who teaches the banking lesson? I think this is Ash Cash, or is this Jason? And so what I wanted to do was, oh, this is Ash Cash. So just so you know, Ash Cash was my brother from another mother. He was the youngest bank manager in the state or the city of New York, or the state of New York, when he graduated college. And so when I tell you I brought out the best of the best of the best of the best, let me see if I can go back so you can see actually a list of all the. I'll go back to the dashboard. Oh no, I am not good at tech. Where is, I want to show you the list of all of the, no, where's the list of all the classes? How do I show you all the classes? I want to show you, how do I show you the list of all the classes in one place? Well, I'm going to tell you what the classes are. I know I had it. Oh, I know. I know what I'm going to do. Stop sharing. I'm going to show you a list of all the classes over here, because that's not that. That's not what I want to show you. All right, here it is. Let me share it. A presentation. Not my dashboard. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? Yes. Share. Okay. So here are the list of all the classes I'm going to show you. So this is me just explaining what the plan is. So here is what you get, which I'm really excited about. Scroll. Okay. So there's money mindset, budget building with me, banking and saving, like I said, with Ash Cash. You have digging your way out of debt. You have credit. Oh my gosh, we have Nativa, who is the credit master. What I know about credit is this. I've never met anybody who knew more about credit than Nativa. She's incredible. Some of these people you can't even get. They don't even work with people one-on-one anymore. They came in as a favor to me to teach these classes. Learn to earn. Sandy is a beast. She's an HR like extravaganza. Like the fact that I got her to teach, I had to beg Sandy to teach to Learn to Earn. Some of you old school dream catchers remember Sandy. She's amazing. Invest for retirement. Module 7, invest for wealth. Get good with insurance. Grow your net worth. Pick your money team. The estate planning. This is my attorney, my estate planning attorney, Tony, who has now done my will, my trust, especially after Jarrell passed away. It was so critical for me to get all my things together. Tony has been amazing. And then we added some bonus modules, financial aid and student loans in case you have kids in school or you're in school. And then we added a bonus module for side hustles. So I am really excited about the Get Go with Money plan. And because we're rolling it out just to folks who signed up for the Get Go with Money challenge, I said, you know what, let's add additional things to it. I decided I wanted to add some bonuses. And so $300 worth of bonuses. You get the Mastering Your Credit Repair Kit, because some of you guys are really struggling with that, right? The Learn to Earn ebook, which is so critical. The 8 Do's of Budgeting workbook. Setting your personal goals, because money mindset was the first thing that we did in the Get Go with Money challenge. But sometimes you really need help setting your goals. And investing for beginners mini class. All of that comes with this, right? And so the Get Go with Money plan. So know this: once the challenge is over, this is the price, $549. But because you're doing the challenge, we're giving 40% off. But once the challenge is over, it's going to $549. So just be clear. But I'm really excited about it because this has been over a year in the making. I want you to know that every one of these experts, I think I can show you, but every one of these experts, right? I flew to them. Nativa lives in Mexico. This is how critical I wanted Nativa. I flew to Mexico, the recording team, to record her session. Kara now lives in, where does Kara live? I think she lives in Ghana now. I didn't go to Ghana. At the time, she was in Brooklyn. Ash class is in Atlanta. I purposely wanted only the best. So I said, wherever you are, I will come to you because I want you to teach these lessons. Julie is amazing for investing for retirement. Courtney, investing for what? All these people here I have known for years. These are the people I lean into. Stephanie, when it comes to net worth. Your money team. Jason has been my homie. He's from New Jersey for the last 15 years and has built this amazing financial team. So I was like, can you teach the people how to do so? He has his own financial education company called Frugal. And like I said, Tony Moore is my this is my attorney. And so I just really wanted you to have, and Ashley, I met Ashley when I first started teaching financial education 16 years ago. And I never knew anybody who knew more about student loans and financial aid. And I could not remember her name. I was like, we need to get this young woman who I met 15 years ago. And I looked for her everywhere. And it took me 6 months to like look through all of my Facebook posts. And I found her and I begged her to teach this class. And she said yes. These are people who don't even do one-on-one, some of them. Or the cost to work with them would be astronomical. These are your instructors, because the knowledge part are those lessons that I showed you. But the access is through these people. Like, I don't know everything. I can't know everything. These are the people who help me. And then the community part is, let's just say you're like, okay, you want to get the plan and you want to do it by yourself. Great. But we also created this Get Go with Money Club where you guys are already a part of like the community for the challenge. But how the Get Go with Money Club is so, just so you know, the $297 lifetime access, the plan is yours forever and ever. It's for yours forever. I need to stop singing before I lose my love. You can tell I was a silly kid because I'm a silly grown up, right? But we created a club, and I said, what would make this club special? Because one of the challenges that I see like in community sometimes, especially when you're really trying to get on track, is you ask yourself, how do I know this is reliable, reasonable information? Guess what? We fixed it. I partnered with a mentor of mine, Sandra of Sage Financial. Sandra trains certified financial planners. And so she the government reached out to her and said, we need more financial planners, especially women, especially people of color. Sandra said, say less. They paid her, she trains them. And so as a result, she was like, the financial planners are like, yeah, but now what do we do? And so I asked Sandra, can I pay them to be a part of the Get Good with Money Club? Certified financial planners. Be clear, a financial advisor is it's almost like saying I'm a teacher. A certified financial planner is I'm a PhD professor. It is the top level of financial advising that you can do. You have to have a certain number of years. You have to do a certain number of continuing education. You have to pass like this big old test. So we have certified financial planners that I got from Sage Financial to come into the group. So that way, yes, you have each other. But now when they post in the Get Go Money Club, you know, oh, this is vetted, true information. We're having them teach live lessons monthly, I believe. They're going to have like office hours. Do you know on the low end, a financial planner on the low end to work with a financial planner, you're looking at an hour about $150 to $200 an hour or $500 a month. If you're going to pay like a for the year, $500 a month. I pay my financial planner, Anjali, my certified financial planner, because she does me personally, but also the business. I want to say Anjali's prices just went up, not to shade you, Anjali, but I was like, damn, $15,000 a year. What is that divided by? What is $15,000 divided by 12 months? Child, about to do the math. A lot of damn money, but it's worth it. So let's see. 15,000 divided by 12. 12. I'm paying her $1,250 a month, but it's worth it to me because Anjali gets our business finances straight and gets my personal finances straight. And you get access to certified financial planners for $34.99 a month. And on top of that, we're going to add, we have this Get Go with Money library. So for the last 16 years, I have done so many classes and courses and we were just going to kind of toss them because I'm not going to lie, like, you see how crisp it looks like now, how clean, because, I got money for cameras now. I didn't have that back then. We're going to toss it because we're like, oh, it's a little fuzzy. It's a little. So we're like, no. Why don't we bundle that into a library and gift that to you? So you have access to the club with these financial planners. And I think there's at least 5,000 people in our club already, the Get Go Money Club. Bundle that up. If you decide, you don't have to get them together. But for me, I wanted to give you access to a resource and tool that I know would change your life. If you are doing the challenge and you feel like, I can do this, but I need additional handholding, this is it. The plan itself is just going to I'm just really excited about it because I just hope you understand that it's been years in the making because, something went wrong. Y'all can hear me? Okay, good. That it's been years in the making. And so, yes. So if you are, the club and the library are different. So for clarity, the plan is you pay it's normally, like I said, $549, but 40% off only during the challenge. When this challenge ends on Sunday, then it goes to $549. Like when you go to the page, you're gonna see it's gonna go back up. So the plan is $249 because it's 40% off. And it's lifetime access. Once you purchase the plan, you get those 14 modules. Remember, I said each module is split up into, most of the videos around 8 to 10 minutes, which is great. So you can say, this week, I'm going to work on the budgeting. And you can watch me teach you budgeting in these 8 to 10 minute intervals. How amazing is that? Right? Or this week, I'm going to work on my insurance. And you can watch Tony teach you those modules in 8 to 10 minute modules, sometimes even shorter. We have like games that you can play. There's a quiz that you take. So the plan, once you purchase it, is yours for life, is yours, right? But if you're someone who is like, I want to continue the hand holding, you have access to the club. The plan is yours to keep one time. You have access to the club. If you're like, I've always thought about having a financial planner and I want to have additional, because the Get Your Money community is going to close once the challenge is done. But I want to have access to other people working on their finances together, but also those experts. The club is $34.99, and I gift you the library. The library is not the plan. The library is kind of like all of our old classes and courses that I've collected over the years that I'm like, I kind of was like, the library normally is like $20 a month. And I just kind of was like, the information is amazing, but maybe the video is a little dark. And literally you see me sit in my old apartment with whatever raggedy wall I had behind me. And I was like, I don't love it. So I was just like, what if we bundled all those old classes that we had together? It's not the plan. The plan is based specifically on the book. I wanted to give you the 10 steps to financial wholeness plus. Financial wholeness is when your whole life you can get your whole financial life together in these 10 steps. That is budgeting, that is savings, that is getting your debt together, that's credit, that's learning to earn, that is investing for both retirement and wealth. That is your net worth. That is insurance. That's your financial team. That's estate planning. If you mastered those 10 things, whether you're making $30,000 as a teacher, $300,000 as a CEO, you can design the life that you want. What I love about financial wholeness is that it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how much you make. And so we created the Get Go with Money plan to teach you how to do that, to teach you how to master your money through these 10 steps. And we gave you more than that, because I was like, I'm going to overdo it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to overdo it. So we gave you financial aid and student loans. We gave you side hustles, and then on top of that, $300 worth of bonuses. The Learn to Earn ebook, the Master Credit Repair workbook, the 8 Do's of Budgeting, the Setting Your Financial Goals kit, the Investing for Beginners. Okay. And so, like I said, after the challenge is done, then it's going to go back to $549. This is really, I feel like you should reward people for investing in themselves. And so since we're launching it now, and I have been working on the Get Go with Money plan for so long, because when the book came out, it exploded. Just so you know, the average book never sells over 200,000 copies in a lifetime. Did you hear what I said? The average book never sells over 2,000 copies in a lifetime. This book has sold 300,000, not 2,000, 300,000 since 2021. It resonated so much. I was like, what's happening? I have read every comment, every single review. I read them all. And I was like, oh, you want more? And some of you are just like, the book is not enough. Tiffany, walk me through the steps. And I said, okay, well, what if I don't just walk you through the steps? I have my own money team. What if I got them to walk you through the step of that's their expertise? Kara, I remember when I did a money mindset session with Kara, she had me weeping online. She is the quintessential money mindset person. Nobody knows more about banking than Ash Cash. Like I said, Ash was the youngest bank manager bank manager in the state of New York when he came out of college. Like nobody knows more than him. Courtney has been investing for 15 years. Let me tell you something about Sandy. Oh my gosh. Where's Sandy? We don't have her picture up here. Oh, we don't got Sandy's picture up here. We need to get Sandy's picture up here. We're missing her picture, team. Because Sandy teaches because I think Sandy's picture is not the she don't got Sandy don't let me say something about Sandy. The reason why Sandy's picture is up here, I'm gonna be all honest. Because Sandy don't want to do nothing. Sandy was like, I'm like, Sandy, send me your picture. Sandy doesn't, she has her husband, her baby. The way I had to beg her to teach the class, because nobody knows how to do side hustles like Sandy. When I tell you nobody, I had to beg Sandy. She is the most comprehensive, not so much so that girl wouldn't give me her picture, but that's how special these people that I have hand chosen for us. That Sandy's like, girl, I literally had to come to her house and be like, please. And she taught the side hustles course. But we do need your picture, Sandy, so the girls can see you. But Sandy, this was so many of these are a favor to me because they know just how important financial education is. And so, like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm really, really, really excited. So I'm gonna explain again because some of you guys are confused about the options. Okay, so let me pull it back up so you see. So let me show you. Okay, what time is it? Darn it, I don't got much time. Okay, so we'll also talk about it later, but I am going to. I probably don't have. So the Get Good with Money plan. Let me see if I can show you what the Get Good with Money plan looks like really quickly. So the Get Good with Money plan. Where is it? What is this? We don't need this. We don't need this. I'm just kind of close out some things so I'm not confused about what I'm looking at. There's the library. We don't need this. There's the plan. Okay, sorry. Get Good Money plan. Okay, and then what else did I say? The library, and then okay, club. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you really quickly like what they look like. So I gotta jump off with the VIPs. Okay, so here is the share my screen. Is it Get Good Money plan? Is that it? No. So here is the Get Good with Money plan behind the scenes. Okay, so the Get Good with Money plan are all of the 14 courses that I showed you. There is mindset, and I hate that. Like honestly, I'm so bad at tech because I think I'm the one showing y'all this. So there is mindset, there is credit, there is, and you know what? I'm showing you, yes. So this is the tip of teaching credit. It's not gonna look like this for you. This, unfortunately, I'm showing you like with the back end. So the tip has all these credit classes. There is earning potential. That's Sandy. Sandy, yes, but we need to just screenshot this to get Sandy on here. So all the 14 classes that I showed you, that the Get Good with Money plan is 14 video classes chopped up into shorter videos so you don't feel so overwhelmed. So you will learn how to earn in like, I don't know, like maybe 9 videos, but each video is very consumable, if that makes sense. So that is the plan. It is the 14 classes that you're going to learn from the different instructors. Does that make sense? And it's yours to keep. 40% off. You buy the plan. It's based upon the book. You get to keep it. Does that make sense? Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, additional to the plan, if you wanted to do something extra for yourself or separate for yourself, I'm going to show you what the club looks like. Share the screen. Is it this? Is it welcome? Yes, here it is. So we have the Get Good with Money Club. And so what makes the Get Good with Money Club special is that, yes, there are other folks in there like you, but what makes this club special than any other financial club that I've ever seen is that you don't just have, so we have like, you don't just have other people like you, we have experts in the club, okay? So we have this little welcome, this is the club lounge, where people are already in here. And so like, so inside the club, you have financial, certified financial planners. These are folks that normally you would have to pay. Like I said, the cheapest I've seen a financial planner is $150 an hour, or $500 a month. I pay my financial planner, she's a wealth planner, $1,200, right? And so we have the financial planners inside the club, right? So you don't have to join the club, but it's just something that we have available to you. And so we have, so if once you join the club, like I said, I believe it's monthly classes. They do, we're having the financial planners do office hours. And so for like a quarter of the price, like, I mean, you know, like it's not one-on-one. Now to be clear, it's not one-on-one, but you know, you get coaching in a way that you would not be able to get for that kind of price, for $34.99 a month. Does that make sense? And then we are tacking on the library, which I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then I got to jump off because I got to see my VIP player hater degree. Where is the library? Is it this? No. Is it this? Yes. And then the library. So the Get Good Money library is I have all of these classes that I have been doing for the last 16 years. And like I said, some of the visuals are a little bit fuzzy, but the information is all really good. So we vetted all of these classes that we've done for the last 16 years. And I said, what if we could put it together instead of tossing them and putting them into a library? So what we're giving you is that when you join the club, we're going to gift you all those amazing classes that you get to keep. Okay. Some of the most popular courses that we've had before, you get to join and keep, and when you join the Get Good with Money Club. Does that make sense? The library is just an add-on, like a benefit, a bonus, because I was just like, why should I throw away all these amazing classes? I want you to focus with the plan. These 10 steps plus these bonuses with the plan, that's yours. But if you join the club, I say, you know what? Some people like additional resources. So this is just an additional resource that we add on if you join the club. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Let me stop sharing. Just look to see what y'all talking about. So if you are already an LRA member, let me not speak to, like, you're already absorbed into the club. If you are, so for Literature Academy members, this is basically the updated Literature Academy. So if you're an Academy member, don't worry. We're going to send you a special message just for you if you're already an Academy member that, like, you'll be a part of, because you're already paying for the Academy. I believe we're absorbing you to the club. So don't stress about, I'm already an Academy. If you're an Academy member, don't worry about it. And so, like, yes, Queen. So the Get Good with Money, the Literature Academy basically is a Get Good with Money club, but better. Because what you're paying for the Academy, like, for example, when you join the Academy, right? For those of you who are already part of the Academy community, what time is it? Oh, I'm late. Okay, real quick. And then I got to jump to see the VIPs. If you are part of the Literature Academy, you are communicating with other Literature Academy members, which is great. But what I'm saying is, Academy members, I want to do better by you. We've had experts come in, but not people who literally live inside our community to be of service to us, who are financial experts. Like, they will be in there. So we're making literally, yes, we're switching the Literature Academy to the Get Good Money Club and making it better. You don't have to do anything. So we're going to, like, I probably will talk to y'all separately so you don't get confused, but you don't have to do anything. And so, yeah, so that's what's really, really good. Like, so I'm just really excited. So, I mean, and I go live on Friday again and Sunday, and I'll answer some more questions. But ultimately, I just think that the Get Good with Money plan is really going to be this tool that's going to help you through the rest of this year. The challenge is like a nice little starter to be like, I got this, I can do this. But you're going to need something handy. You're going to need that knowledge, deeper knowledge. You're going to need access to other financial educators who have been vetted. That's what the plan gives you. And you're going to need community. And not only do we provide community, but we have community with certified financial plans. I've never heard that before, if I'm being honest. Like, when I decided on that, I've never heard about a group like this having it, because it's so expensive to work with a financial planner. Most people can't afford it. And so we have a handful of them in there now. And so we're going to be adding more financial planners, because I want you to have the access to the things that you need, for success. That's what is available to you. And so if you want to sign up, like I said, it's 40% up. But once the challenge is done, it goes to full price. I don't want to hear, because y'all be fussing when I don't, like, when the price goes up, you're like, it's going to go up. Right now, it's 40% up. It's $249. Lifetime access, but you get to keep it. So no, when the challenge is done, it's done. So if you want it, go ahead and get it. But after that, don't be fussing me out. Our team was like, get off. All right, I'm late. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So just LRA members, if you're an LRA member, just wait. All right. So if you're in VIP, let's head on over. Because I'm about to, we're about to bring you on stage. Logan, do I have the link to Zoom? I don't know if I do. Can somebody DM me the link to Zoom and Slack so I can meet my VIP members? All right, VIP members, I'm gonna see you in a minute so we can talk, woman to woman. Okay. All right, y'all. Bye.